the most powerful motivational speeches that I have ever heard came from people who told me I couldn't do something. You know why? Because when they told me I couldn't do it, I was bound and determined to show them that I could. Tell me I can't do it. I will prove you wrong.
We are not made to survive. We're not made to manage our pain or get through it. We're made to be creators of our lives. We can create anything. Anything we can dream about, we can create. How much of life do you feel like you control, or how much does life control you? Do you tend to control more of what's going on, or events controlling you? It's very easy to have those events start to take control unless we take control of what's between our ears, our own mind. You see, what you and I focus on massively affects how we feel, whether we're thriving or surviving. If you focus on what you can't control, if you focus on the past, if you focus on what's missing from your life constantly, that pattern of focus will make you frustrated, overwhelmed, depressed. Focus equals power. If you want to thrive, you got to focus on what you can control. You got to focus on the difference you can make. You got to focus on what's already in your life that you're grateful for.
Most people allow their fear of failure, 80%, allow their fear of failure to outweigh their desire to succeed. When you're willing to fail again and again and again, when you make up your mind to become unstoppable, when you make up your mind to become a no matter what person, then that will then give birth to a part of yourself that you don't know right now.
Set some higher goals, reach for some higher purpose, go for something beyond what you thought you could do. You've got to believe that tomorrow can be better than today, but here's the big one, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Ask for wisdom to deal with the challenges of today and tomorrow. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. Wish you were better.
I got a simple question for you. Here's the question. Do you believe that one day you're not going to live in the world that was given to you? That's right, but you are going to actually live in the world that you dream of. You got to make every single second count. You got to go in the future and see it, baby, and you got to come back in the present. And you got to take that big goal, that big dream, that big reality. That's what I said. You got to take that big reality, and we got to take small steps and make it manageable to making your dreams become a reality. Think big, dream big, but start small. That's right, start small. Remember what I told you, start where you are with what you have, because what you have is plenty.
That the biggest enemy you have to deal with is yourself. There's an old African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm.
You don't have to personally be perfect. Are you hearing me? There are those of you right now, you should have cut a CD. You should have wrote a book. You should have got in school and got that degree. You should have started your own business. There's so many things you should have done. You should have done, but you didn't do it because you're scared. You believe that you said scared of what? I ain't scared. You are scared. You are scared. You're scared of failure. You're scared to make a mistake. You're scared that you're not perfect. And I'm telling you today, you ain't got to be perfect. Are you hearing what I'm saying? You don't have to be perfect to get what you want, to do what you want, to have what you want, to be what you want. You don't have to be perfect. It's a lie.
The more you do something, the better you become at it. And we think that when we look up to people, that they were just like given this God-given ability, that they were just born with talent, that they were born, a comedian was born really funny, and that a news anchor just was like great on the mic from day one. And the reality is that This is just a matter of conditioning. Stepping outside your comfort zone and being able to persevere through that anxiety, through that fear. Everyone is scared the first time they do something. You don't think a dentist, the first patient he ever sees, is shaking in his boots? It's the reality of it. But after you've been doing it for 10 years, you're no longer shaking, right? And that's a little easier to wrap your head around than more glorifying professions that are a little harder to be prominent in, like acting or athletics. These people poured their heart and soul into something. And so they stepped outside the anxiety and the fears in the beginning and just kept putting themselves out there, failing, mistakes. That news anchor, over and over again, just practiced and made a lot of mistakes in their regimen.
You've got genius in you. You have some special stuff in you. You were born to win. You want it, and you're going to go all out to have it. If it's hard, then do it hard. You've got to be willing to do the things that others won't do in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have.
Do you know how powerful you are?
Whatever your gift is, what are you going to do with what you have?